All right. I'm gonna take video of the delicious ingredients.
But that's not what we're making here today.
Oh, what's that?
Well, you didn't even start out with the good stuff.
Well, I took a picture of that.
Well, this is the good stuff.
Look at that.
Okay.
Okay.
I am assuming we are going.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, it is Megan up at Camp Sunshine, and today I am making something that is completely not in my protocol. Namely, I am making Spam cookies. I know, sounds delicious, right?
Is this a new Spam protocol?
This is the new Spam protocol. So here's the situation. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, I have two large boys that live in Montana who are power lifters, or I guess Sam is more a strongman competitive than a power lifter. But they are very, very large, and they eat lots and lots of food, and I made them that way in that I used to cook for them. I have not seen them in far too long, and we are going over to Spokane, Washington to see my youngest compete in a powerlifting competition. And I happened to see on social media just the other day this wonderful old man that granddaughter made him Spam cookies, which was something he remembered from his childhood. And I mean, if you're like me, you heard Spam and cookies and you thought gross. But the more I read the comments and his reaction, people made it sound like it was really, really good. And the argument is it includes these, I used to love these. These are butterscotch chips. Oh, oops, you don't want to be in there right now, Mr. Chip.
Oh, you dropped one. Oops, sorry.
And the sweetness, these are cloyingly sweet. They are overly sweet.
What is that word?
Cloyingly?
Oh my God. You have to have an East Coast education to know what that's.
An East Coast accent, at least.
Yeah.
So the argument that was made by all the people who said that these are delicious, they said that the uber sweetness, the overly sweetness of the butterscotch chips are countered by the saltiness of the Spam. They say you don't actually taste the Spam, but it's like a savory sweet treat. So we're going to see them. And since this has protein and they like sweets, I thought this would be the perfect thing to surprise them with. So I'll do this screenshot. This is from the Spam Museum. Okay. And so that is what I am going to be combining. I'm going to do the butter, sugars, and vanilla extract. So butter, we have 1 cup of brown sugar, packed tightly. Of course, it's sticking in there because the thing was a little bit wet.
Because it's yummy.
And I had to go to the grocery store and buy all of these ingredients because none of this is stuff that we have. Even the butter, I didn't want to use our grass-fed butter because that's like expensive good shit. Not that my boys don't deserve expensive good shit, but I don't think these cookies call for. Okay, so you got your butters, your sugar, and what else did I say? Oh, the eggs. No. Yes, butter, sugars, vanilla, eggs. Yep. Okay, so 2 eggs. These are pasture raised, so they get good eggs.
Should give them a couple shells.
No, we're not doing that. I'm not a mean mom. How much
Is that calcium?
What's that?
Is that calcium, maybe? In the eggs?
Yeah,
Shells?
I think so.
Yeah,
That's
see?
people grind it up and put it in their flower beds. All right, so half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we're supposed to combine all of these things. So I need to get myself a spoon to do that. I don't know what kind of spoon. Oh, let's see. I don't know how softened my butter is. I put it out by the fire, so it's been a long time since I made cookies.
I know.
You sound as if you're deprived.
I know.
I used to make, fun fact, when my kids lived with me, I had a very, very good recipe for chocolate chips. Really, the secret is double the vanilla, double the salt. But I used to make chocolate cookies on the regular.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Mr. Tabert's waistline definitely was a little larger in those days. Maybe I should have let butter soften a little bit more.
That looks like a lot of work.
I guess if you're making these, you need to work off the sugar, right?
Mm-hmm.
La, la, la.
I could probably just eat that.
Oh, you probably would like this, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely. So if you're making this, make sure you let your butter soften. To be honest, when I used to make my chocolate chip cookies, I would always just throw it in the microwave, which now I'm like anti-microwave, so.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sweating up a storm here.
This is how you get those claw muscles.
Right? I envy Klong and her muscles.
I need this little song from Jeopardy.
Oh yeah. You go ahead and sing that.
No.
Let's see if this will work a little bit better.
What about a potato masher?
I do have one of those. This video is going to be like 10 times longer than it needs to be because I didn't soften my butter.
Ugh, gotta soften it.
You don't want it to be saucy though. Oy. Seriously, I'm sweating at this point. The things I do for my boys, right?
Uh-huh.
Come on, butter.
Almost there.
I know.
Getting carpal tunnel too.
I am. I'm out of baking shape. You know who's be good at this? Piper. She's like avid baker lady. When they allow her to use the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
If you had a nice husband, he'd probably do that for you.
Yeah. Someday I'll have a nice husband, right?
Maybe.
Third time's the charm.
Maybe.
Oh, it's getting there. Whew. These better damn good cookies. So it is Monday and we don't go till Friday. And the reason I'm making up a batch now, I did buy an extra can of Spam. This is a prototype. Mr. Tabert is going to try it, and then he is also going to take some down to work to have.
Depends on how good they are.
Oh, if they're really good, you're not going to take them to work.
I want to share.
Okay, so if he takes them to work, it means that they're shitty.
So is this a whole block of Spam there?
No, it is not. That is just half. So I actually could have bought. The instructions were confusing. It said half a can and then in parentheses 12 ounces, but it meant half of a 12-ounce can.
Oh.
So I ended up buying two because I thought maybe there was, I don't know, a 24-ounce can because I'm not really up on my Spam info.
We can have Spam and eggs for dinner.
It honestly did not look that disgusting when I took it out. I had memories of it being a lot more gelatinous.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I think the biggest thing, and they now make a reduced sodium. For those that are wanting to know about the Spam choices out there, they make a reduced sodium and they make a Spam light.
Do they make gluten-free Spam?
That I do not know. That is a very good question, though. Oh, boy. Again, lesson to self.
Mm-hmm.
Let that butter soften a lot more than what I did.
I'm getting tired watching you.
Like bored tired or physically tired? Hi, Spanx.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
You want to try a piece of Spam? You want to try a piece? Let's see if you like Spam. Mm. Spam, dog approved.
Spam's gonna come out with dog food.
Perfect. All right. Still kind of choppy, but you know what? It'll all melt down in the end, right?
Sure.
This video's gonna be way too long.
I need like a fast forward button.
But they're getting the
experience.
Yeah, the true experience of making these cookies and the labor of love that it took. The accent on labor. So we have it's snowing out. I'm show everybody that lovely scene right there. It's not snowing right now, but we've had snow. We have a massive fire going in the fireplace, and this room has to be like 75 to 80 degrees right now. So, and I'm dressed to be outside because we went out already today. So I'm well insulated right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he liked that. He's whining for more. Should we add that to your repertoire, Spanky? Go back to that and be like, well, he's eating Spam now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, disgusting, stinky. So, what you're supposed to do is blend this up until it's creamy and not lumpy. As I said, I still have lumps, but
That's good enough.
it's Spam, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just the prototype. All right. God bless anybody who actually watches this video.
Oh.
Well, if they turn out well and I do another batch, maybe I'll do another video.
So when you post this, can you is there like a part where you can fast forward?
So I'm learning. If I can get to be friends with my new computer, I should be able to do that type of thing. iMovies, which is something I used to use quite a bit, and I haven't in a long time. But Piper says that when we do that, you have to have the camera this way. So yeah,
way?
yeah. Well, don't do that now. Everybody's head just turned. The two people that are watching this. All right, I think I'm just about. Oy vey. Does smell good. Something
course,
about
you got
that
sugar
vanilla, sugar,
Yeah,
and
brown sugar, man.
yeah.
How can it not be good?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
Okay,
That was pretty good.
but pretty good is never enough for me. You know that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to. You may have chunks of greasy goodness in these cookies with the butter, but. All right, so then You're going to stir in the flour, baking soda, and salt. The flour is 1 cup of flour. As I said, I went out and bought the standard, nothing good in it for you flour.
Gluten flour.
High gluten flour.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 cup of flour. What else did I say? Flour, baking soda. How much baking soda is it? Baking soda, 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, that's still not dry, and it'll stick to it if I don't dry it. And the salt is 1/2 teaspoon. It is good pink Himalayan salt, so that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
More stirring. Keep dropping that today.
Can you do this with a blender?
I think so. It's promising. It's coming together. Yeah, you could probably use a hand mixer for this.
Yeah. That's the way the
Yeah.
lazy cooker that I am would do.
That's for the direction you would have gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still have big chunks of butter in here. Oh.
It's looking good.
Thank you. Oh, you meant the dough.
Yeah. Your muscles.
Yeah. And now you pour in the chips and the Spam.
This is where the magic happens right here.
The freshness of that Spam. I've been thinking about this all week.
Doesn't get any fresher than that.
No, it does not, right? Okay, mix it all up so that everything is evenly incorporated into your dough. This just looks wrong to me. It's like putting ham in your cookies. I'm so excited for you to try this though.
What if I really like them? It's got so much sugar in there. How could I not like them?
I know, that's the point. I think the key is going to be making sure you get a little of each of the kinds of chips in there. Like if you get all Spam and none of the butterscotch, that can't be good, right? I feel like maybe you should go extra butterscotch.
I don't know, you got brown sugar and sugar in there, so I think you're going to get...
Look who's paying attention to the ingredients.
There's going to be something yummy.
All right.
Oh, man.
So now that we have this yummy goodness here,
Gonna lick the spoon?
no. You want to lick the spoon?
No.
All right. So now it says on a well-greased pan, but I don't really do well-greased pans. I do parchment paper. So we shall see. I like the parchment paper when I'm baking because I think it adds a nice little crispness to the underside. And it's a well-rounded tablespoon. Plop them onto the tray. God, who knows, right? about 2 inches apart. So I think I'll probably just do like 6 cookies on each to begin with, because I don't know how much they're going to spread out. This is how much I love my boys. Maybe I'll start a new segment, baking for my boys.
Baking for the boys. Think Piper will try one of these?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll be all the hit and people will be like, oh my God, those are delicious. Okay.
Look at that.
All right. So I have another tray that I'm going to do, and then I'm going to pop them in the oven at 375 for 8 to 10 minutes until golden brown. Then you're going to pull them out. You're going to let them cool just slightly, then pull them off the trays and put them on like a wire rack to completely cool before you store away. So there you go. There you have it.
Or straight into a glass of milk.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. Spam and milk. How do you think those two go? Okay.
That it?
I think that's it. They don't need to see me do all the rest.